coming to you for the GML League. We're in Week 11, and your New Orleans Saints are taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. New Orleans comes in with a record of 2-8, and Tampa Bay flies in with a record of 3-6. Just want to show off a key injury for the Bucs, as we still have Riley Campbell, who's actually back from IR, but ineligible to be called back yet. Our only injury on the Saints, though, so that's a good thing. Clean bill of health for us. Big injury, though, for the Bucs. Rashad White is also still out. He was out last time we met the Bucs with a dislocated ankle. But Vita Vea has gotten injured since then with a dislocated ankle, and that is a huge loss for the Bucs, as their interior presence is now significantly weakened, as they are now starting Nick Cherry, third-year man out of Rutgers, and Mitch Brenner, a rookie out of Tulane. So definitely some weakness up the middle that you'd like to see the Saints be able to exploit with the run game, and maybe Kendre Miller, Tyler Algier, and Tim Bruton can take advantage of that in the run game, but we'll see what happens as we get this bad boy fired up and ready to roll. The Saints have made some changes along the offensive line. They have signed tackle Jerron Christian Jr., or Senior, excuse me. They are immediately starting him at left tackle. They've also made a change and put Laken Tomlinson, who they picked up a couple weeks ago, they're starting him at right guard. McCoy is still starting at center. Ramchick still starting at right tackle. And Dwight Adams, our rookie guard, is still starting at guard. So we still have a lot of the problem children that have still been out there for the 10 sacks that we've had over the last couple of weeks. But we're hoping that the offensive line woes can be fixed. Check the playbooks. We're good. Let's go ahead and get started. As we fly over Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And we're going to spotlight Chris Olave. Last week, 6 catches, 112 yards, and a touchdown, but unfortunately not enough to win the game. Jared Goff leading his troops out. There's Devin White, a couple other Buccaneer defenders. And here comes the offense, led, oddly enough, looks like by tight end Cade Otton. And you hear the cheers of the crowd as Teddy Bridgewater comes in for the Saints. We'll see how long the cheers last once the sacks start tallying up, but hopefully we can get some clearance and get some good moves in the passing game and not have so much of a pass rush on Teddy Bridgewater today. Drew Brees looking on as Teddy fires up the offense, and they look to be sitting on the sidelines to start as Jake Elliott is lined up to kick this one away. As we will get started here in the last game of Week 11 action in GML, we are moving along. And Jake Elliott will boot this one away as we get this game underway. And that is going to go to Loud out of the end zone about 3 yards, and he gets out past the 20, and he's out to the 23-yard line. That is where Jared Goff comes out. And this offense played well in a loss to the Saints a couple of weeks ago to Jeff Harper, of all players, who is now on the Saints practice squad again. So they're looking to rebound from a tough season. They're third in the division. We're the only one behind them. Goff under center, 1st and 10, play action, throws to his right-hand side, and he's wide of the mark, as it looks to be intended for the fullback, number 47, Scotty Alexander, rookie out of Boise State. Bunch receivers to Goff's right on 2nd and 10 from the 23. He's going to hand the ball off this time to Joe Sharp, and Joe Sharp gets approximately a yard. They're going to be generous and give him that yard, but it's still 3rd and long for the Bucs, as Goff is in shotgun with 3 receivers to his left from his 25, and he's going to fake the handoff to Loud, and he's going to look left-hand side, and that is going to be incomplete. Looks like he had a receiver there on the sideline. Tariq Woolen might have gotten a hand on it and forced it to go out of bounds, but that is going to force a 3 and out, and the Saints will get the ball quickly. The defense holds up well. Bruton calls for the fair catch at the 23. And that is where Teddy Bridgewater and the Saints says he's getting some last-minute words from Drew Brees there. Teddy Bridgewater, again, has had a good year, even if you consider the weaker than what you would like completion percentage, mainly because he's been throwing the ball away because he's under pressure. But he does have 4 touchdowns and no interceptions, and he is in the shotgun, 1st and 10 from his 23. He looks over the middle, and he has, I believe that is Olave, and Olave catches it in space and gets moving forward for a gain of about 14 and a Saints first down. Good protection on that first play, at least. We'll see how if that lasts throughout the game. Bridgewater back in shotgun, 1st and 10 from his 37, has Bruton back there to his right, and he's going to hand the ball off. No, he's going to fake the handoff, but perhaps should have handed it off as Haason Reddick came in untouched, and just like that, the Bucs have a sack. Only a loss of 4, though, so 2nd and 14, Bridgewater back under center here. He's going to hand the ball off left-hand side to Kendre Miller, and Kendre Miller's got a little space, but there's some laundry on the field. Looks like this one's going to come back. We're going to have holding, and that is on O.J. Howard, the backup tight end, and that is going to drive the Saints further back, and that's going to make it 2nd and 20 from the 28. Split backfield for Bridgewater as he's in the shotgun. Looks to throw. He's over the middle. And he's got Chris Olave again. Olave's got some space. And big play there for Chris Olave as he nails 25. And that is a Saints first down as they get into Bucs territory. They're at the 47 to Tampa. 1st and 10 as Bridgewater's in shotgun. 3 receivers to his right. He's looking to throw once again. Pump fake. Looks left. Throws. And coverage was right there from number 46, Haason Reddick, who got the sack earlier. Double stack receivers for Bridgewater in the shotgun. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion, and he's looking to set up a screen, but he's not going to have time as the aforementioned Brenner, the rookie out of Tulane, gets in there on the pressure and causes the incompletion. 3rd and 10 from the 47, Bridgewater in shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff to Bruton. He's going to throw right-hand side, and that is incomplete. Hits the hands of Olave, but that was a really high throw from Bridgewater. And that will force the Saints punt here. After a promising start to the drive, some penalties and a sack drive it back. And Logan Cook on to kick the punt away. He puts it high and out of bounds. Not a great punt from Logan Cook. You'd expect better from the veteran there as it goes out of bounds at the 21. So a 26-yard punt leaves the Bucs starting at their 21. Goff's in shotgun here with 9:06 left in the first, and he's going to throw a wide receiver screen to number 83, or 13, excuse me, that's 13. That's Mike Evans. They don't have an 83. Goff under center for 2nd and 3 after the gain of 7 on the wide receiver screen, and they're going to look to fake the handoff to Sharp. All day to throw, and he's going to find number 87 in the flat, and that is Payne Durham, the backup tight end, and Durham gets about 7, or check that 9. And he gets the first down. Bunch receivers to Goff's left. 1st and 10 from his 37. He's in the gun. And he's looking to throw once again. Saints in a little heat this time. Doesn't quite get home, but Melifonwu in coverage makes the tackle on number 88, Cade Otten, the other tight end, after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 from the 41. Goff under center, drops back, has a man over the middle. And that is Chris Godwin, who takes a licking, but gets 8 yards, holds on to the ball, and gets the Bucs, a first down right near midfield. Goff in the shotgun here, looks to throw once again. He's throwing left-hand side, and he's got a man, and that is, I believe that is 89. That is Matthias Matthews, the rookie out of Clemson. The number 2 receiver at Clemson to number 5 overall pick Kendall Traylor on the Saints sideline, so we have a matchup of 2 former Clemson receivers on opposite sides. First down, 1st and 10 from the Saints 36. Goff's in the shotgun, and he's looking to fake the handoff, and he's going to run it. Interesting call, and unfortunately, I don't know if this is a busted play or not, but Goff looks to be hurt. They're looking at his right wrist and arm and shoulder area, And Goff is going to have to give way, like he did the week that the Saints played him, to Calvin Rosenberg, the rookie out of James Madison. Has bunch receivers to his right on 2nd and 6 as he runs the ball with Joe Sharp. And Joe Sharp gets about 8 on the right-hand side on the inside zone run. And that sets up a 3rd and 1. Rosenberg has 3 receivers to his right and Sharp in the backfield with him. And he's going to hand the ball off to the right side once again as Sharp picks up the first down and then some. Terrence Gilchrist, number 11, on the tackle. But not before Sharp gets into the red zone, as they're going to have 1st and 10 at the 19. Rosenberg back in shotgun. And he's going to look to throw this time. He's going to roll to his left a little bit. Oh, gets hit as he throws. Isaiah Foskey gets a little bit of pressure and gets the hit on Rosenberg to force the incompletion. And that'll set up 2nd down and 10 from the 19. Rosenberg back in shotgun again looking to throw. And he's got heat. And that is Michael Hecht, who gets his 2nd sack, or at least parts of 2 sacks, in 2 games with the Saints in that interior spot, giving the Saints a much-needed pass rush. Loss of 7, Rosenberg in shotgun, 3rd and 17 from his 26, and he's going to run up in the pocket, throw, and it is incomplete, knocked down by Segun Olubi, who has done quite a remarkable job playing there in the inside since he's been signed by the Saints a couple of weeks ago. He might have earned himself a contract, quite honestly, as Tampa Bay kicks the field goal, and that is Chase McLaughlin putting it through the uprights, and the Bucs take the early lead, 3-0. We're about 4 minutes and 39 seconds left in the first, as Bruton's going to catch this one 3 yards deep and take a knee. Give the Saints the ball at the 25. Bridgewater comes back out. 2nd series. And he starts in the shotgun with Bruton back there with him. 1st and 10 from the 25. And he's going to look to throw. He's got somebody on the left-hand side. It's Olave again. And since Bridgewater's been in the program for the last couple of weeks, Olave has seen more targets. So you like to see that. This is kind of a brilliant maneuver. Let the veteran quarterback get the ball to his best playmaker. Bridgewater in shotgun after the gain of 4, and they're going to look to hand it off left side. Kendre Miller, he busts through and pulls some guys forward for a tough run of 5 yards and sets up a 3rd and 1 from the 34. Bridgewater under center. Kendre Miller back in the backfield with him, and he's going to throw a wide receiver screen as RPO. And that goes out to Chris Olave. And Olave gets about 4, and more importantly, the 1st down. I believe that is the only person who's caught a pass from Bridgewater has been Olave in this game. As we get down close to 3 minutes left in the first, Bridgewater in shotgun from his 38, looking to throw once again over the middle. Looks for Olave once again, but they're starting to key in as Devin White breaks on that ball and knocks it out incomplete. Sets up a 2nd and 10 with 3:01 left. Split backfield for the Saints with Kendre Miller and Jason Kabinda in the backfield. And we're looking to throw once again with Bridgewater. He rolls to his left, and he's going to fire this one away as the pressure comes in from the interior. And that's what you don't want to see if you're a Saints fan. You don't want to see this offensive line give up stuff. 3rd and 10. Bridgewater looking to throw once again. He's going to, unfortunately, see that 3rd-year man Nick Cherry out of Rutgers get home, and that is the 2nd sack of for the Saints this game, and that's going to force the Saints punt. Logan Cook to kick this one away, and that's going to be a fair catch at the 19-yard line from Thad Loud, and that's going to set up Calvin Rosenberg back out there, as Goff is apparently being checked out in the tent. We'll see if we see him back out there this game. Handoff 1st down to Joe Sharp right up the middle, and he busts loose. And he gets a gain of 11 and a Buccaneers 1st down right up the middle. And Tariq Woolen there with the stop, but that's not what you want to see is Tariq Woolen, the corner, coming up for the tackle. That means that we've broken 2 levels of defense here as Rosenberg throws the screen on the outside to Evans. Nice thought there with the young man, try and get him in the pace of the game. But unfortunately, only a gain of 2, and that sets up 2nd and 8 from his 31 as we get close to a minute to play left. And we're going to run Sharp to the right-hand side, who runs head first into Tariq Woolen. That's his 2nd tackle of the game. Gain of 1, leaves a 3rd and 8 on the board for Rosenberg, the backup quarterback. Throws it right-hand side, and that is complete to Payne Durham. And a good throw from the young rookie out of James Madison as he completes it for 22. And a Bucs first down as they just break into Saints territory at the 49. Joshua McCallum there with the stop. As we get down under a half minute to play, Rosenberg's in shotgun here, 4 receivers in the pattern. And he's going to look to hand the ball off to Thad Loud. And Thad Loud jukes and jives for a gain of 13. McCallum and Dantzler with the stop, but not before a big first down, as that's going to end the first quarter with a Bucs team that's pretty much dominating, even though the backup quarterback's been in there for a good time. And once again, you see the issue with the Saints, lack of run play and lack of balance, as we have 10 pass plays to 1 run play in a 3-0 ball game. That is not grounds for good success for the Saints. Rosenberg under center as we start the second quarter, hands the ball off right-hand side to Joe Sharp, and Sharp's got an opening. He's got room to run. And the Bucs offensive line is opening up holes for their young running backs, and Sharp gains about 15 yards and gets a first down as he is inside the red zone at the 18 of New Orleans. 1st and 10, Rosenberg in the shotgun. And he's going to hand the ball off to the right-hand side once again to Sharp, and this time the run defense holds serve as R.J. Copeland, number 58, makes the tackle after a gain of about 2. Rosenberg in shotgun, empty backfield. He's looking to throw here. He's rolling out to his right, and he's going to take off with it. And that is going to lead to a gain of 13 yards and inside the 5 to the 3, as the Saints did not account for the more shifty Rosenberg. They were planning, I guess, for Jared Goff, who's more pocket passer type. Rosenberg under center, 1st and goal. Pitch to the left, and Joe Sharp is going to be stopped for a loss of 4 as Isaiah Foskey breaks the edge contained there and makes the tackle along with Joshua McCallum and some others as the Saints defense run back there and make the stop. 2nd and goal from the 7, Rosenberg back under center, only Joe Sharp back there in the backfield. Evans is in motion and takes the handoff, but runs right into Daniil Hunter, number 56. And that is a loss of 2 more as the Buccaneers are going the wrong direction. But 3rd and goal from the 9, Rosenberg in the shotgun, looks to throw here. Got pressure from the Saints. They sent some heat and they got home at least enough to scare Rosenberg into a bad throw. That is incomplete. I believe that was intended for the rookie Matthews. And that's going to lead to a Chase McLaughlin field goal attempt from 27 yards out. And he is not going to miss from that distance. And that extends this Buccaneer lead to 6-0. Riveting game so far if you're an offensive fan. That's sarcasm if you didn't catch that. 9:13 left in the half as the Bucs kick it away to Bruton at the goal line. He's going to take it to the 10, 15, 20, 25. Out past the 25 to the 28. And that's where Bridgewater starts this 3rd series. And you'd like to see the Saints maybe run the ball a little bit here. They do have a more power-based set here on the right side. Bridgewater under center, 1st and 10. Miller back in the backfield. And they're going to fake the handoff to him and throw. And they have got Kendall Traylor, the rookie out of Clemson, the other good Clemson receiver in this draft. And he has a gain of about, I believe that would be 20. And that's a first down as the Saints are on the Buccaneer side of the field, just barely at the 49. Bridgewater in shotgun, and Reddick's got the edge. And Reddick just beat Ryan Ramczyk like a drum. Veteran did not kick out well, and Reddick just beat him to the outside with just pure speed. And Ramczyk had no answer there. And Bridgewater didn't even have time to look downfield before Hassan Reddick was in his back pocket. That's a loss of 11. And the Saints are back on their side of the field at the 41. 2nd and 21, and they're in a power set. And looking to throw out of the power set Got a man on a drag route, and that's dropped. Oh, that's a bad drop. I believe that might have been Jason Kabinda with the drop. Sets up a long 3rd and 21. Bunch receivers to Bridgewater's right. And he's going to look to throw here. And he's going to be forced out of the pocket, and he's going to get sacked once again. And this has been the problem of the Saints all season long. The offensive line has been hot garbage. And I'm not even afraid to say that. Ryan Ramczyk has been a joke. Eric McCoy has been a joke. These veterans have not helped this Saints offensive line at all. They're definitely showing their age, as Logan Cook will kick this ball away after an embarrassing drive for the Saints offense. Lau takes it from his 15 and takes it out to the 27, and that is where the Bucs will begin their drive. We'll see if Goff is healthy again as Joe Sharp makes his way back out onto the field. But it looks like Rosenberg is still out there. Goff may be out for the game at this point. Rosenberg in the pistol. He's going to hand off left-hand side to Joe Sharp, and he busts through for a gain of about 5. Rolls forward to the 32. Gilchrist was in the vicinity as well as McCallum on the tackle. As we roll under 7 minutes to play, Rosenberg under center. Short drop here, and he's got the slant route, and he's got Matthias Matthews. That's his second catch of the game, and more importantly, that is a Buccaneers first down. As Rosenberg back in the shotgun here. And he's going to hand the ball off up the middle to Sharp, and Sharp's going to roll forward for a gain of 6. The Bucs nearing midfield here with 2nd and 4. Rosenberg in the shotgun. Saints defense has to hold a little bit here. Looking to throw is Rosenberg, and he throws wide of the mark. I think there was some pressure on the Bucs. Dantzler was in coverage there. Sets up a 3rd and 4 situation. Rosenberg in the shotgun here. Got to watch his legs on this one as he looks to throw. And he's going to throw left-hand side. And he's got Chris Godwin running the curl route for the first down. Gain of about 10. Good throw there by Rosenberg. Good job by Godwin to just kind of sit in that soft zone right in front of his man. And the Saints didn't press up in time. Bunch receivers to Rosenberg's right on 1st and 10 from the Saints 41. There's going to be a handoff, and boy howdy, Isaiah Foskey came off his edge spot and didn't get touched. Much to the chagrin of Mr. Joe Sharp, as that is a loss of 1. And sets up 2nd and 11. Rosenberg in the shotgun, going to hand the ball off left side this time to Joe Sharp. And Joe Sharp has significantly more success this time, gains about 7, and sets up another 3rd and manageable situation for the Bucs offense. As they're operating from the Saints 35 with 4:13 and counting to play. Rosenberg in the gun, looking to throw left side, and he's got Cade Otton, his big tight end. And that is enough for a first down as they gain about 12 on the play. Rosenberg back in the shotgun, 27-yard line of the Saints, looking to throw once again. He's got the middle, and this time it is picked off. And I believe that is R.C. Copeland, or R.J. Copeland. Yes, that is, with the interception. And that is a huge turnover for the Saints. A promising Buccaneer drive ends quickly as Rosenberg fires over the middle into coverage. And that is snaked away by R.J. Copeland. Well done. Bridgewater looks to the sidelines. Maybe he's asking, hey, can we run the ball? Can we run the ball? I'm tired of getting hit. Well, he's in the shotgun with Bruton back there to his right, 1st and 10 from the 25. So not looking promising for the run as they throw it. They set up a screen. Bruton tries to make a man miss, but unfortunately does not, as number 30, Brandon Trent, the corner, comes up after a minimal gain of 2. 2nd and 8. 4 receivers in the pattern for Bridgewater. And this is going to be a zone handoff left side, and there's Bruton with some room, and he fumbles. But luckily, Chris Olave was right there to scoop it up and prevent the costly turnover back to the Bucs. Bridgewater in shotgun with 2:30 to play in the half, looking to throw once again, right-hand side, and this time it's knocked away. Devin White knocks it away from Kendall Traylor. And that sets up 2nd and 10. Bridgewater's in the gun once again. Looks to throw. Throws left-hand side. It's wide of the mark. Had Bruton out there in the flat, but wide of the mark. Winfield was in coverage there from his safety spot. And that sets up 3rd and long for Bridgewater as he's in the gun from the 42 of New Orleans. And he's going to look to throw once more, and he's going to find a guy on the left-hand side, and that's going to be just shy of the sticks. Oh, man, you'd like to see Juwan Johnson maybe cut that a yard up the field more, but that is going to lead to 4th and inches, and that's going to lead to a Saints punt as we hit the 2-minute warning. With the Buccaneers up 6-0, if you like offense, this is not the game to watch, folks. If you like sacks, that's the game to watch if you're a Bucs fan especially. Logan Cook to kick from his 38, and it's going to be off to the right sideline. Another bad kick from Logan Cook. As that goes about 40, which is a decent kick in hindsight, I guess, but that's still not a great kick when you could have pinned him deeper than that. Buccaneers take over at their 20. Basically the same as a touchback as Rosenberg is in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, just inside the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw right-hand side, and he has got a man wide of the mark, as intended for Mike Evans. Maybe still a little rattled from the interception, as Rosenberg is in the shotgun once again. Four guys in the route with, I believe, Loud there with him in the backfield, and he's going to take off. And that's something he can do. He's got the legs for it, and the Saints clearly are not prepared for this as McCallum tackles him after a gain of about 15. And a Buccaneers first down as we get under a minute and a half to play in the half. Rosenberg in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his right, looking to throw once again. And he's going to roll a little bit to his right, throw to his right, and that is, wow, that is hauled in by Mike Evans. What a catch on the sideline. How did he pull that one in? I thought for sure that was well out of bounds, but I guess when you're 6'5", 230, that's beautiful awareness on the sidelines from Evans to bring that down and bring both feet down. What a catch. As the Bucs are inside Saints territory again at the 33, 1st and 10, minute 19 to play. Rosenberg's in the gun, and he's looking to fire it again once more. Right-hand side, he's got a man wide open in Matthias Matthews. And that's going to be a first down after a gain of 11. Gilchrist there on the tackle, and the Bucs are going to call their first timeout with 1:05 left inside the red zone. And challenging once again for a score. We'll see if they can punch it in for 6 this time. The Saints have been lucky to hold them to field goals to this point, but again, that Saints defense is going to break down at some point. Bunch receivers to Rosenberg's left on 1st and 10 from the 19. Looks to throw, rolls to his left, throws to his left, and off platform, off the mark, intended for Matthews. Gilchrist was the closest man in coverage, and we have bunch receivers again to Rosenberg's left on 2nd and 10 from the 19, looking to throw once again. And he fires, and that is knocked away by number 30, Darius Rush. So incomplete for Rosenberg as he's back under center, 3rd and 10. I believe Sharp is the only man behind him, and he's looking to fire it off once again. And he's going to take off this time, and he is going to try and juke and jive and get stopped up, and finally fights his way forward and gets just enough for the Buccaneer first down as they call timeout in the confusion. Frustrating if you're a Saints fan right there, that just that lack of awareness around the quarterback running the football. As they are now 1st and goal at the 9, Rosenberg's in the gun, 3 receivers to his right. Look for Otten on that seam route. Left side, wide open for the touchdown. I believe I could have caught that one. That's how wide open Chris Godwin was. How do you leave a man that wide open in the end zone coverage? Whenever you find the answer, folks, please message me and let me know, because that is some bad coverage. I mean, you couldn't play pitch and catch any better than that. I believe he beat Darius Rush, and Darius Rush has been beaten like the proverbial drum the last couple of weeks starting. It's one of those things where it's a trial by fire for Rush, as McLaughlin will kick the extra point. And that is 13-0, and not looking good for the black and gold as we have forgotten how to run the ball, we've forgotten how to pass block, and we've forgotten how to catch the ball. So, but other than that, we're doing just fine, as Bruton catches it well in the end zone and thinks better of running it out and takes it at the 25. So 1st and 10 with just under 42 or just under 50 seconds to play, 42 seconds to be precise, in the first half. Bridgewater in shotgun, 1st and 10. Receivers to his left are 3-bound, and he is looking to throw, and he's got pressure up the middle, and the screen pass is busted up once again. Saints have done that twice or 3 times at least, and every time the pressure's gotten there before Bridgewater can even get it out. Bridgewater in the shotgun, 2nd and 10, looks to throw. This time he's got some protection, got time to throw, finally finds a man, I believe in Olave, and they immediately call timeout after getting the first down. In shotgun once again is Bridgewater, going to roll to his right a little bit, off the mark, off platform. I believe that was intended for maybe Devin Duvernay, number 13. Once again, an atrocious run-pass ratio for the Saints, as we fake the handoff to Bruton on 2nd and 10, and Bridgewater is forced to throw this ball away because the Saints can't protect anybody. Corner blitz got home, but jumping Jehoshaphat, can somebody block somebody? Fake the handoff to Bruton on 3rd down, and they're going to fire it over the middle, and it is incomplete. And if I don't hear the Boo Birds a chanting, I should be now, because that's an atrocious drive from this Saints offense through the first half. This has been awful, awful football if you're an offensive fan. As Cook kicks it away, and the first good kick he has lands at the 7 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So not a great kick. Rosenberg in the shotgun for the Bucs with 14 seconds left. They're probably just going to run this one out, and they do. Sharp is tackled for a loss of 1, but the Bucs are completely okay with it because they are pretty much dominating. And this 13-0 score as we roll into half might as well be 35-0 with the way the Saints offense is playing. Drew, I hate to call out a New Orleans legend, but you need to run the ball more than 2 times a darn half to actually get something done. That is ridiculous run-pass ratio. What are you thinking? What is there to say about this game? The Bucs have dominated without dominating. It's hard to explain, but they've dominated without dominating because essentially they've done everything they wanted to do and then some, even with a backup quarterback. That's the embarrassing part. The backup quarterback's been in since pretty much the second drive of the game and has led them to most of their points. That's just outright ridiculousness. There's one of your big plays from Joe Sharp, a big run there for about 15, 16 yards. Here's the touchdown pass to Chris Godwin, I believe. Yeah, can't get more open than that. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Breeze and Bridgewater are having a talk as they get the second half kickoff. Maybe the talk should be, hey, let's run the ball some. Maybe we should try running it. Bruton catches it from 3 yards back. He's at the 10, 15, 20. And he stopped just outside the 20 at the 21. And in a game where you're only down 13, still a lot of time left on the clock, you'd like to see more of an emphasis on the run. Bridgewater's in this gun, though, with Bruton to his right. As he hands the ball off, holy Toledo, they hand the ball off. And look at that, they gain 6 yards. I'm amazed and astonished. Bridgewater in shotgun, bunch receivers to his right. Got Kendre Miller back there with him this time. And he's going to hand the ball off right-hand side to Kendre Miller. And he jukes and jives and gets the first down and then some, as he is driven forward for a gain of about 8. And after 2 straight runs, the Saints are in business as they are at the 35. 1st and 10, Bridgewater in the gun, bunch receivers to his left. This time he's going to look to throw. And he's going to throw it, and he's going to try and hit Kendre Miller out of the backfield, but unfortunately that is not going to happen as safety Ryan Neal comes up and makes the stop there. Incomplete. So Bridgewater in the gun, 2nd and 10, going to hand the ball off again to Tim Bruton, And Bruton's going to fight forward for a gain of 7 and make it at least a third and manageable situation as the Saints line up under center in a split eye with Tyler Algier in the backfield. And they're going to hand the ball off left side to Algier, but he is going to get stuffed. No, he's going to try and break loose. But all the fighting leads to no gain. And the Saints will be forced to punt this one away. What's frustrating is we could have been doing this earlier in the game. And Tyler Algier can break one tackle, but unfortunately Antoine Whitfield comes in and finishes up the job. And Carlton Davis kind of gives the blow as well. So, at least we've seen more running in that drive than we saw all the first half. That is the only good thing I can say about that drive. Logan Cook kicks this one away from his 43. It's going to bounce at the 10 and into the end zone. And the Bucs are going to take it at the 20 as Jared Goff comes out from the first half. Apparently, finally got the clean bill of health from the doctors. And he's back on the field. Bunch receivers to his left is Goff on 1st and 10, looking to throw. Throws left-hand side, and he's going to throw wide of the mark. Had Godwin with a step. And I don't know why Tariq Woolen is celebrating. If that had been a more accurate pass, he'd have been burned for a touchdown. As Goff is in the pistol on 2nd down. Looks to hand to Sharp. Nope, going to throw it. Going to throw left-hand side once again, and that is, I believe, Cade Otton, who is holding his left shoulder after that catch, and he is back to the locker room as well. Not good news for the Bucs there, as they are thin at tight end. So Payne Durham moves into the starting role there as Goff's in the shotgun, 3rd and 7, with Thad Loud behind him, or with him to his left. He throws right-hand side, and that is complete to Chris Godwin. And that is a Buccaneers first down, and that's what the Bucs have been doing all game long, is just completing those 3rd down conversions for the most part. And when you've got veteran receivers like Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, that makes it a lot easier of a task, and especially with the young man Matthias Matthews back there as well as the 3rd man. Pistol again for Goff, 1st and 10 from his 38. Under 9 minutes to play in the 3rd. He hands the ball off. No, he fakes it to Joe Sharp, rolls out to his right, throws. Tight coverage from Tariq Woolen, but that's Mike Evans you're dealing with, and that's a good catch from Mike Evans. And a Buccaneer first down, as that is the 5th tackle on the day for Tariq Woolen. Goff in shotgun, making a change from the Saints 48. Looks to hand the ball off right side to Joe Sharp. And Joe Sharp carries the rock up 6 yards and makes it a 2nd and 4 as Goff and the Bucs line up in the gun. And they're going to hand it off to Sharp, and Sharp is going to meet number 41, Saguna Luby. And he's going to meet him very hardcore. It's a gain of 1, but it sets up a 3rd and 3 for the Saints. Bunch receivers to the Goff's left. And the Saints really need this stop, and they're not going to get it as it's complete to Matthias Matthews on the left-hand side for a gain of 7. Darius Rush there on the coverage, and that is a Bucs first down. Story of two offenses. Buccaneers are getting excellent protection and no pass rush to worry about for the most part, and the Saints have nothing but pass rush and can't get a block to save their lives. Goff in gun, 1st and 10 from the Saints 33. He's looking to throw. He's got a guy on the right-hand side, looks like, and it is complete to Mike Evans. Minimal gain as R.J. Copeland was in coverage there. 2nd and 6. Goff back in the gun once again. Believe that is Thad Loud with him. Going to fake the handoff to Loud, throw over the middle, and that is Payne Durham. And Payne Durham is causing pain to that Saints secondary as he runs over some folks for a gain of about 15. And a Bucs first down in the red zone. Melifonwu on the tackle as Goff is under the center, hands the ball off up the middle to Joe Sharp. And Joe Sharp gets about 4 tough yards. They're going to give him forward progress to the 10. And that sets up 2nd and 6. Goff back in the gun. Looks to hand the ball off once again to Sharp as he breaks up the middle, cuts forward, gets forward for about 7, and gets enough for a Bucs first down as they line up first and goal, from the 4. And this is a much different game than the last game where the Saints were in it for most of the game and won it in the end. The Bucs are dominating right now. Thad Loud just goes right up the middle, untouched. Once again, you can see the power of the Bucs offensive line as they push forward and open up a hole wide enough to drive a 18-wheeler through. And spoilers, Thad Loud is not the size of an 18-wheeler, so he gets in unscathed and makes it a 19-0 ball game. And the Bucs are going to try and make it 21-0 with a two-point conversion. Bunch receivers to the left for Goff under center. And he's going to look to throw. And he's got Mike Evans short of the goal line. And he is tackled by Tariq Woolen and stopped short. So that is going to end the two-point conversion, and it's going to stop it at 19-0. But 12 plays, 80 yards in less than 5 minutes. That's not a bad drive if you're a Bucs fan. And this Saints defense is starting to wear out and wear down, as it has been the case all season. So 19-0 as I think that is Ryan Wright, the punter, kicking it away just inside the goal line. And Bruton's going to take it out from 10, 15, 20, 25. And out to the 27 is where Bridgewater and the boys start. And if you're a Saints fan, you have to see some offensive life now. You have to have something on the board. Even if it's a field goal, you'd rather have a touchdown right now, but you have to get some points on the board, and you have to get them now. Triple the offensive production Bucs the Saints as far as total yardage. First down, handoff to Kendre Miller. He's going to put his shoulder down and get about three very, very tough yards on that right side. Safety Ryan Neal comes up for the tackle. Sets up a 2nd and 7. Bridgewater's in the gun here, and he's going to hand the ball off on the draw to Bruton, and Bruton's going to bowl forward, push forward, get about half of the yards he needed. They needed 7, he got 4. They leave him 3 left, as it's a split backfield for Bridgewater as he's in the gun. 3rd and 3 from his 34, and he's looking to throw now. And he's got to get rid of this now, and he's got somebody on that right side, and it's Kendre Miller with the rare catch. But luckily it is a catch, and it is a gain of 5, and it is enough for a Saints first down. They desperately need. Split eye formation. Kendre Miller and Cabinda in the backfield. Bridgewater under center. Looks to be a handoff to Miller up the middle. He's got some blockers. And we're finally starting to see the Saints offensive line start to get downfield a little bit and taking the aggression to the Buccaneers front line, especially with Vita Vea out with injury. This is something you thought would have been number 1 on the game plan. Back in the I formation, hand the ball off up the middle again, and it is another solid gain of 5 yards for Kendre Miller as the Saints finally woke up and realized they do have a running back committee. 2nd and 5, Bridgewater has a bunch to his right, and he's going to look to throw here. Bucs are bringing heat, and the heat gets home. Josh Paschal from his edge spot rotates around on the stun and hits Bridgewater and causes a loss of 8, meaning it's 3rd and 13 from the Saints 48. Under a minute and a half to play in the third quarter. Bucs are sending 3 and still flushing Bridgewater out. Looking to throw, looking to throw, looking to throw. Can't find anybody. And Nick Cherry's becoming a household name, and that is the 6th sack of the Saints by the Bucs. And this is just inexcusable. It's a 3-man front. It's a 3-man front. How could we not complete a pass against a 3-man front, or at least throw the ball away? Logan Cook to punt it away as we get under a minute to play in the second half. Wish it was the fourth quarter at this point. 48 seconds left, and Goff comes back out comfortably ahead 19-0. There's no chance the Saints are coming back from this one. Not with the way they're playing on offense. Goff in shotgun, bunch receivers to the left. And he is looking to throw, and he's got somebody over the middle, and that is incomplete. Gilchrist with a nice jump tap away to knock it away from Matthias Matthews, and that is incomplete. Rare incomplete pass from Goff today. 2nd and 10 from his 12, looking to throw once again. Got a man over the middle. He has Sharp. And Sharp falls forward, gets almost everything they need, but they're a couple of inches short on 3rd down. They're going to line up with a power set to the left. And this will be the last play of the third quarter as they set up the play here. Fake the handoff to Sharp, and that just sets up a beautiful throw to Chris Godwin on the slant. And when you're running the ball like the Bucs are, you can set up play action like that, boys and girls. That's how it works. Once again, terrible run-pass ratio and just terrible execution by the Saints offense. The Saints are looking forward to the end of this season. I dare say maybe everybody on this offensive line might get cut or hit free agency. Goff in shotgun, 1st and 10, hands the ball off to Sharp up the middle, and Sharp has a big hole and gets himself about 7. And the Saints defense is doing what it's been doing all season, making everybody's offense look like a bag of gold. Heavy set to the left of the formation as Goff drops back to throw, looks over the middle, has Payne Durham, as Cade Otton has not come back from the locker room yet, and quite honestly, if he's even nicked up, why would you bother at this point? 19-0, it's practically, it's over. Goff hands the ball off up the middle to Sharp. Sharp gets about 2. Michael Heck there with the tackle, probably the only bright spot for the Saints today. Goff back under center, heavy set to the right, this time hands the ball up the middle, and this is a big hole left side. As Sharp started the middle, cut back left, and gets a gain of about 15. As they get inside, they're well inside Saints territory now. They're at the 29 of New Orleans, 1st and 10. Goff under center as we get under 10 minutes to play in the game. And he's going to hand the ball off right side to Sharp, and Sharp is going to run into Joshua McCallum. But unfortunately, Daniil Hunter on the play, holding his shoulder badly. And he is going to be looked at on the sidelines. He's going to look at his right shoulder now. Looked like he was grimacing his left shoulder, but they're looking at his right one on the sidelines. Goff in shotgun, 2nd and 9 from the Saints 28, looking to throw once again. Has all day, gets knocked out. Joshua McCallum knocks it away from Mike Evans. That's pretty impressive. Heavy set to Goff's left on 3rd and 9. Sharp is the only man in the backfield. And they're going to hand the ball off left side, and they've got a little bit of room, but it gets stopped fairly well. Only a gain of 1 as Dansfer comes up from his safety spot to make the tackle. That is still going to lead to a Buccaneer field goal, however, as McLaughlin lines up for a 48-yard attempt. Or 44-yard attempt, excuse me. Kick is away, and the kick is good. And that puts the Bucs up 22. And they might as well be up 220 for all that matters for that Saints offense right now. York kick it away. Or right to kick it away, excuse me. Bruton carries it from his goal line out past the 20. And out to the 22, and that is where this disappointing Saints offense is going to trot out for one of its last goes of the season here, or for the game, I should say here. Hard to fault Teddy Bridgewater whenever he's got bad play calling and bad offensive line. Ball is snapped. He's looking to throw once again. He's got a man over the right side. He's got Olave once again, and that is complete for a gain of 20. Or 15, excuse me. And a Saints first down. As Olave has been cooking today, he's one of the few bright spots on this Saints offense. Bridgewater in the shotgun from his 40. Looks to throw once again. Got heat coming. He throws over the middle, but it's wide of the mark. He was looking for Olave once again, and that is incomplete. 3 receivers to Bridgewater's left on 2nd and 10. He's in the gun. He's going to roll to his left. He's going to line up, and he's going to throw this one out into the rafters as he felt pressure from Jamel Dean, maybe. I'm not sure. 3rd and 10 from the 40. Bridgewater in the gun once again. Looking to throw. He's going to move up in the pocket. Looks like it's going to be holding. He's going to get the first down, but that is definitely holding. So if we can't, at least we're holding. That's the new guy, Jerron Christian Sr., who's going to become the old guy pretty soon. 3rd and 20. And we look to throw once again. And we've got a man on the right-hand side, and it is just wide of the mark as there's double coverage there. And it is knocked away incomplete. Please, for the love of all this holy, punt it. Oh, Lordy. Going for it here on 4th and 20 from your own 30. Roll out to your right, throws it over the middle. And that is knocked away, and the Bucs are going to get prime field position to get even more points. Brilliant job, CPU. Brilliant job. A.T. Perry was the intended target there, number 17. Knocked away by number 36, Taj Kincaid, the rookie out of William and Mary. As Goff comes out here, very comfortable. Could probably throw left-handed the rest of the game and still manage to win this game, I feel like. Bunch receivers to his right, though, for Goff, as they start in prime Saints territory. Looking to throw once again. Has a man on the right-hand side. It is Mike Evans, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Buccaneers, again, 30th ranked offense, and boy howdy, we're making them look like $1 million today. Goff under center from the 23 of New Orleans, 1st and 10. Hands the ball off up the middle to Sharp, and Sharp is pushed back by a wave that starts with R.J. Copeland. R.J. Copeland has an interception on the day and a couple of tackles. Goff back under center as we get under 7 minutes to play in the game. From the 23, we have a man in motion. That is Mike Evans, but it's going to go handoff to Sharp. And Sharp is going to get 4. He needed 3. And that is a first down in the Saints red zone as the Bucs continue to push the pace. And quite frankly, I can't blame them. When they get the ball at the 30-yard line of your opponent, you pretty much got to try something. Goff in shotgun, 1st and 10, looks to the flat, throws it to Payne Durham. And he is knocked out of bounds once again by Benjamin St. Juste, who's making a couple of tackles here in a reserve role. At the 11, 2nd and 2, Goff in the gun once again, throws left-hand side this time, and this time it's nearly picked off by Cameron Dantzler, who made a break on it. 3rd and 2, Goff in the gun, has Thad Loud back there to his right. And he is looking to throw, and he's going to fire left-hand side, and he has got a man open for a touchdown. That is Chris Godwin once again. And there's the Boo Birds we talked about earlier. They are out in full force, and I'm surprised they're still here, quite honestly. I believe I'd have hit the New Orleans traffic and made it a good time to go home at this point. Should pan the crowd and look for bags that say Aints on it, because that's what we have right now, folks. This is a terrible performance from your Saints, as they are now down 28, now going to be 29-0 with 5:50 to play left in the game. And this is just an embarrassing performance. There's no sugarcoating this. Kickoff is away. Bruton carries it at his goal line. He's going to carry it out past the 20. And gets to the 21 before he's wrapped up. And if you're Bridgewater and the boys, maybe try and get some points on the board, even if it's a field goal at this point. Get something. Get something. For the love of all that is good and kind, get something. Kendre Miller starts in the backfield to Bridgewater's left. He's in the gun. Bunch receivers to Bridgewater's right. He's looking to throw. He finds Kendre Miller in the flat there. That's a gain of 7. Bridgewater back in shotgun, 2nd and 3 from the 27. Has Bruton in the backfield with him. He's going to throw it to Bruton. He's going to roll up forward and get the first down and a little bit more as he gains about 6. He's out marked down at the 33 as we get down under 5 to play. Bridgewater empty backfield in the gun, looks to throw. Going to fire over the middle. He's going to find Olave for a minimal gain of about 5 there. Sets up 2nd and 5. Gun once again for Bridgewater. Looking to throw once again. He's got man on the right-hand side. It is Juwan Johnson. And that is a gain of about 4, which sets up a 3rd and 3. Making the Bucs defense look good, making the Bucs offense look good. That's what the Saints do, just make you look good. That's what we do. Bridgewater snaps it, throws, and it is picked off by GML Dean. And one of the few things Bridgewater has not done, throw a pick, has now happened. As GML Dean sniffed that one out, saw that he's been aiming at Olave all day, and basically snuck out, and that ball was a little off. Olave did not fight for it, however. Kind of tells you where the Saints offense is whenever you see your receivers doing stuff like that. As the Bucs offense comes back out, and pray to the Lord that they run the clock out at this point. 3:34 left, Goff in the gun, 1st and 10 from the Saints 48. Sharp on the right-hand side runs into Joshua McCallum after a gain of about 1. As Goff gets back in the gun as we get under 3 to play, 2nd and 9. And he's going to hand the ball off once again to Sharp as he tries to get up the middle of the field, and they snuff this one out. Sagan Alubi with the tackle there. That sets up 3rd and 8. Goff back in the gun as we get under 2:20 to play. And they're going to look to throw here. And they're going to cheat up, and they're going to try and stop Durham short of the sticks, and they do. So good news for if you're a Saints fan, they hold them to a 3 and out. Bad news if you're a Saints fan, that means we do have to watch our offense one more time, which has been just a miserable pile of existence to watch. Ryan Wright to kick this one away. He's lined up at the 46 of Tampa Bay, and he kicks this one up and high, and it's right. And it's going to go out at the 12-yard line, and that is where the Bridgewater boys will start their final drive of this game, because there's no way they're going to get another drive. I don't know what to say right now. It's really just kind of fake the handoff. They're going to hit Kendall Traylor, who fumbles the rock. And that's just bad to worse, as it is knocked out. 1 foot, 2 foot, makes a football move, and it is knocked out by Antoine Winfield, who immediately scoops it up, I believe. No, yeah, he scoops it up. And 1 play and out. Well, I guess that's a blessing if you're a Saints fan. We don't have to watch the offense that much. Minute 51 left in the game. Bucs have a heavy set, 1st and 10. They're going to run it opposite of the heavy set, though, and he's got room to operate. And he's going to drive forward and be knocked back. And Chris Godwin is going to go down. That's what you really hate to see in a game like this. You really hate to see your top receiver come out of the game with an injury with under 2 minutes to play, that you're comfortably ahead. Goff lines up in the gun, 1st and 10 from the 14 of New Orleans. And this is just clearing house right now as Sharp gets another 7 as we tick down the clock here. Goff back in gun, 2nd and 3. Hand the ball off up the middle to Sharp, and Sharp's going to get run down before he gets the 1st down. He's going to get stopped after a gain of 2. R.J. Copeland on the tackle. And Goff going to be in the gun with under 30 seconds. Going to let that clock run down to 1, and he's going to snap it. They're going to get a touchdown. Look at that. Wonderful, wonderful getting off the blocks there by your Saints. And that's 35-0. 36 here with the extra point from McLaughlin. And this is by far the worst performance the Saints have had all season. And, boy, we have had some stinkers. But this is by far the worst performance we've had. Burton carries it from the 3. He's out past the 25. He's knocked back, and he's going to get out to the 27. They're going to give him forward progress. Bridgewater lined up with 13 seconds left. Looking to throw. Fires over the middle. It's complete to Olave. That's going to carry Olave over 100 yards, but it doesn't matter, as that's your ball game. Final score, Bucs 36, Saints nothing. And this has to be a low point in Drew Brees' coaching career here as far as this start in New Orleans, as they fall to 2-9. And the bye week in Week 13 cannot get here fast enough, as the Drew Brees and the Saints are just completely out of answers. They have no answers. They have nothing. And quite frankly, I'm done with this broadcast.